tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey, time to jam. What's up, you guys? It's your host, Stacy Ike, and I'm here for another episode of Spotlight On. I'm so excited to introduce today's guest, Miss Santana Dempsey. How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, a pleasure. I met you last year. Has it been 6-7 months already?
No, it's been like 3.
Really? Oh my gosh. See, okay, that's how fast time is going. But anyway, so we met at a really cool event, and you were just like, I just loved your spirit, loved everything about you, and we had to get her in the studio as soon as possible. So she's here, and I cannot wait to share all that's going on with you. You're busy.
Yikes. Yeah, I am.
I love it.
I do too.
I'm really feeling this right now. Because when we met, like, you were like, okay, yeah, things are good, things are great. But now it's like, I feel like things are pushing along. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's just a combination of having a publicist.
Let's
be real.
Right.
And just a lot of things at the end of the year that kind of ended up coming to fruition.
Right.
So I'm in them now.
Love it, love it, love it. This is so exciting. So, okay, let's start off with, you're from Quincy, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What's that like? Like,
yeah, so I didn't actually grow up in Quincy.
Okay.
It's Quincy, Illinois. I grew up right over the river, the Mississippi. It's a town called Hannibal, Missouri.
yes. No, very well.
Yep.
No,
Do you
I
really?
do. I do, and we're going to discuss why. Go ahead.
Oh, goodness.
Yes, yes, no, very well.
Okay, so I grew up in Hannibal, but my parents now live in Quincy.
Gotcha.
And yeah, growing up there was pretty challenging, I'll say. I mean, it was basically, my sister and I are both adopted.
Right.
And so, and they're both white, and we're mixed race. And so it was just really hard. It was either black people or white people, and the black people were on the south side, and everybody else was everywhere else. And there was just a huge segregation that still exists today.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't, and it's not very cultured. My parents are cultured,
Yes,
and there's,
yeah.
you know, and there's like a pocket of people, but no one leaves. No one knows any better, you know?
So when you take off and move to New York and then move to LA, what's their faces look like? What are the comments?
You know, the first couple of years, people thought I was stuck up. That's the biggest
That's
thing.
not what I was expecting.
Really?
No.
Yeah, and it even happened a couple of years ago, and I think, yeah, people think that I'm stuck up. You're the one that left, and now you come back, and you're the way that you dress, the way that you speak.
Oh, okay,
is
I got better clothes. Yeah,
yes,
wow.
Because New York, I mean, it's so different,
Yeah.
and I found myself there, and they thought that I was stuck up. So that's something I had to deal with. But I realized that it's more their insecurity
Sure. Absolutely.
than mine.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's funny because today I learned that you went to University of Missouri.
Yeah, I went to Mizzou.
So that's where I went.
Oh, are you serious?
Girl, when I found out you were in Como,
Oh my gosh.
yes, girl, I could not believe it.
Oh my gosh.
For broadcast journalism.
That's what I went
yes,
for
I know.
originally. Oh my God.
I
Crazy.
could not believe that. When I found out, I was like, oh my God, discussion, J building
That
to...
is so...
Yes,
I just
to
was
Neff
back.
Hall, yes.
Over Christmas, because my parents still live, you know, my sister lives in Jeff City now.
Stop it.
With her kids and her
Yeah,
husband.
yeah.
And so we went to Mizzou. We went to the columns. We ran
was
across.
there
I
for
took
Christmas.
photos.
Yes, I was
where
there.
are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
Oh,
but
and I was born in Dallas,
See?
Texas.
Oh my gosh, this
is
is
weird.
this is meant to be. So yeah, I go to Mizzou to hang out for a week, right before, like 2 days before Christmas, and stay there for my friend's graduation, for December graduation. So when I found out that you went and made the bold decision to go for journalism, but then switch to what you really love.
Yeah.
Do you know how many of my friends like wanted to do that?
No.
It's cool to know that you, because everyone, I love how you said, you were like, because I thought that made sense. Like when you originally went for broadcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's all what we do. Because some of us want to do the talent thing, or we want to do, you know, whatever. There's so many different avenues. And I do remember a lot of people being like, oh, I'd rather be in theater, but I'm just going to stick to broadcast. So when I heard that
funny.
That is so cool. That is
Yeah,
so cool.
I mean, I did not last long. And I really enjoyed, like, I mean, I like what you do. I like hosting. I loved interviewing people. I loved that. But I still was like, I like when they interview me too.
Yeah. I'm trying to be the news.
I'm trying to be the news. Yes. So I better transition. And I think it's just because you don't I don't know that many people that go to school for theater anymore. TV and film, sure, but theater, I don't know, unless it's a big school. Right. So yeah, wow, you and I.
How cool. Mizzou. I was just wearing a t-shirt just last night. Anyway, that's another story. Okay, so just so they know, because I already know, I know you lived in New York for 8 years, and then you made your move to LA. Many people have already asked you, what was that like? You know, what's the differences, whatever. But what's one thing that stayed the same? Like, what's one thing that stemmed from New York to LA that you feel like is the exact same thing? Maybe the pace, maybe the people. I'm sure it's neither of those, but...
Wow, something that stayed the same. I know, my drive.
That's
my
wonderful.
drive. Can it be about me?
It can definitely be about you, girl.
Yeah, I think my drive to succeed and to stay true to myself. I'm always okay. So when you start something that's kind of hard to obtain, right? You kind of get sidetracked a lot. Right. Like in New York, I got sidetracked all the time. I worked 2 different jobs, had nothing to do with acting, and here's years later, that I'd be like, wait, I came here for this, so I would quit that job and refocus. Right. And I see so many of my friends they started out with in New York that are teachers now, that don't live there, that are not part of the industry at all. But I kept having to check myself and go, wait, why are you doing this job? Is it bettering you towards your ultimate goal? Right. So that stayed the same. Right. And the drive to make sure my name, that people know me.
What do you want to be known for? Moment of silence.
Yeah, it's a big question. No one's ever asked me that.
Well, that's kind of what we do here at AfterBuzz. What do you want to be known for?
I think I want to be known for someone who can I want to inspire people. And I want to be known for the girl who maybe a lot of different things and obstacles came her way, but she always picked herself up. She always stayed true to herself, and she really helped inspire and educate other people on social and political stigmas. And I want to create a character on TV or in a movie that people can relate to and think is so inspiring, and they fall in love with her. Yeah, I want a man to fall in love with me and know me.
The ultimate goal. Oh my God. It's so funny because I was just talking to somebody about marriage, and they said that it's such a different time because you don't need it as much. Do you agree with that?
Oh, I agree.
Okay. Do you think it still changes how you feel about it though?
No. I mean, at the end of the day, when I go home by myself and have my glass of wine by myself, because I live alone, and then I wake up alone, I have those moments where I go, okay, I know how to hustle, but what happens if all of this is taken away? Besides my family and my friends. So yeah, and it's because we hustle. And I think especially women, we're having a lot more difficult time because we're so independent. Oh yeah. I think we're equals. Yeah. I've always thought we were equals, but I think that we just have bigger opportunities. And we don't need a man per se anymore to take care of us, especially in urban big cities. So I think it's much more challenging. It's different because I can have a friend of mine that lives still in the Midwest who's very similar to our mentality. Yes. But she has a much different life.
Yes, agreed. A lot of my friends are going to Seattle to get married, so that's what I'm hearing. I'm just
really
girl. Yes, I've had friends move 3 years later. They're invited. I'm getting wedding invitations, and they're very pretty invitations. So I don't know what to tell you.
They're very pretty.
They are gorgeous, which means he must be. It's I take it very seriously.
Well, I had 3 friends just have babies in the past 2 months. One my best friend.
Wow,
and it's just I'm not even close to that. Yeah. I don't even know what that means.
Well, I'm going to skip a couple of these questions. Can we jump into the dating scene in terms of, I feel like New York and LA are very comparable in that sense because they are huge cities and they're full of grinders and that kind of thing. But are you learning a little bit about the dating scene in LA, and what do you think about it?
What I'm learning is that I don't know if there is a dating scene in LA, and I say that so seriously. Yeah. New York men love me. At least, I dated some hot, and I kissed some beautiful men. gorgeous men. And out here, I'm like, do I exist? Seriously. I will think I look so hot in an outfit and think I just look so polished, and I will go out.
Oh my
I will not be hit on. And I think that has, and I thought it was them.
Right.
I mean, now I'm like, is it me?
Right.
But I have not dated except for, well, one online date that didn't work out at all.
It's interesting because the online like scene is heavy. Do you have any pros and cons towards that?
Well, I think people do fib and lie on it.
You are killing me right now.
Well, and then it's like, for me, I'll just say it. If you are a man and you're short, own it. Own it.
I'm a
own it, please. I'm short. I'm 5'2". Own it.
To that one.
Because the only date that I've been on, he said, I think he was 5'7", 5'8". He shows up and he's about my height. I'm 5'2". It is such a big difference. And not that I would have said no to him, but that's not what you said.
Yeah.
And that's
weird. Don't you think I notice when I see you?
I mean, like, we were, and I've just never dated a guy that was my height.
Right.
So it didn't work.
Oops.
Yeah.
You know what? Be real with the people. That's all you're just trying to help them out. That's all.
But if anyone likes short, cute brown girls,
get on it.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you? I'm like, let's throw a Twitter handle out there way earlier before it's over. But no, I love that. I love you're real. Like, you're so transparent. That's so awesome and very rare in this industry.
But I think that's why people, guys especially, don't know what to do out here with me. I think they're used to women not. And I'm also pretty aggressive. If I want something, I go and try to get it. Like, I've been trying hard lately to be a little more demure, smile and bat my lashes, but
really, I need you to bring it to me right now. Yeah, I think.
But it's just because there's so many women that do those things, so men don't have to work. They don't have to try. She's right here. She's giving me exactly what I want sexually and whatever right now. I will take her. Why I'm going to try with this woman over here. That's a fierce, strong woman.
But I think that I want to say that that's changing. Don't you, like, a little bit? I'm trying to think that at least guys are understanding that there are a lot of fears out there. Don't you think?
I mean, it has not been my experience, and it just hasn't for me.
Right.
I mean, very, very honestly, like, I go out with some of my girlfriends, and I am the one who is not spoken to.
Right.
And I have some really attractive, beautiful friends, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just that they think I don't need them. Or something.
I'm trying to decide if I should say, like, you do or you don't. I mean,
I do.
You don't.
No, but I do.
She's like, I do, though. I would prefer it. I mean, this is real. Like, it's something I was just talking to another person last week, and they, in an interview, and they said that it is, like, a lot of guys aren't willing right now to settle down. They don't have to settle down as young as they used to have.
Yes.
Not even, we had to really be young.
Yeah,
but
totally.
They can do it at 40, which I'm like, look,
whoa,
I have a problem with 40.
Yeah.
But, and that was just something, I mean, that was his personal experience, and he's just saying that it's very possible. So it is interesting because you see the LA scene, and a lot of people out here have the drive, have the grind, women and men, and so there's no time for, like, union or love, or so I think it's very interesting. And then it's funny because on your Twitter, your profile picture says you deserve love. And that is, like, the cutest. I mean, I was like, screenshot. Like, that is so cute.
I love
it was
that
very
one.
Being Mary Jane. You know what I mean? Like, it was just great. And I really wanted to hear more about that. I assume it's something with the Do Something.
Yeah.
Because I'm obsessed with Do Something. And I would love to hear more about it. So
yeah, it was for the I just got involved with Do Something, I think it's .org. And it's just, it's an organization that promotes so many different campaigns to bring awareness to different types of, again, like social issues, I guess. And so this one is called the Mirror Images campaign. And what you do is you take Post-its and you write you write on them an affirmation or something that you would want to receive that's positive, and you go around town or in unexpected places and you post them. So I've posted so many throughout, and so many Starbucks. I realize I go to Starbucks a lot, but I'll do them at, like, different audition places, which I think is really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I wish there was a camera in there. Like, I'll go to the bathroom and then I'll post one up. Like, let's say You Deserve Love. which I put one there, and having like maybe some actress that was really nervous or something, and coming in, and then you're washing your hands and you look at it. I just love it.
I think that's
amazing. That's my biggest, is that like, I deserve love, you deserve love, we all do.
That's awesome. What got you into the campaign to begin with?
It's the first reason, or the reason why it was put on, was because it's to help bring awareness to bullying in high schools and middle schools. So it started actually with schools, and now it's kind of broadened in everything. And so I was bullied when I was in school, and when I was in middle school and high school, and beat up. And so I felt like I just loved it. I loved that kids were getting involved with it, and it's helping.
I love that. I love that. Wow. Okay, so let's jump back into you. I know you did theater. Did you do theater for 8 years? No. Okay. How long did you do theater?
I mean, I still do theater.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Totally. So I went to Mizzou for theater, and then in New York, I was there 7.5 years. And I did theater out there, and a lot of like off Broadway, and then like off Broadway stuff that I like.
Hella off. Oh, I love that. I love it. Oh my gosh. But every experience counts, so that's good.
It does. I mean, I thought that after Mizzou, I thought I was going to be on Broadway. I didn't realize, first off, most people on Broadway are triple threats.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. I used to be a dancer, but after 4 knee surgeries, that's a negative.
Oh, wow.
And then I don't really sing. And then I also thought that theater would be more open-minded. I don't know why, than like TV and film.
Right.
And I thought that I maybe wasn't pretty enough to be on TV at that time. And I didn't see me on TV. So actually, weird. Maybe it had more to do with I didn't see me.
Right.
So that, I don't know, but theater was kind of like my home, and I just would create.
Right.
So
Felt a little more natural.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the camaraderie you have on stage with another actor. That is so real.
Yeah.
And you have to actually be present.
Yeah.
Where in TV and film, you don't really.
Yeah. Wow.
You can check out. There's a cut. Do it again, or do as many. I mean, you don't really want to do that many takes, but it stops. Where if you're on stage and you're in a love scene, and you're with I mean, there are no cameras. Everyone's watching. You have to be connected to that person.
Yeah.
Truly.
That's wonderful.
And yourself.
Yeah.
And I love that. I think it's a great learning experience on who you are as a person and on your craft.
Was there a note from theater that you kind of always use in TV and film, or?
I guess the only note I can really think of is when you have like an emotional scene. I remember professor after professor saying, don't let it out.
Interesting.
Like if you're going to cry, right? It's better to be on the verge of crying and let all of that emotion kind of fester. That's more interesting to watch than to watch someone sobbing on stage, or to watch someone sobbing in a film. Wow. You can get there, but what's more interesting, to watch them fight against that? To me, that's more interesting.
That's very interesting.
So, and I still use that. I still hear that in TV and film all the time.
That's very interesting. Okay, so then we transition into your upcoming projects, which are incredible and wonderful and amazing, and can't wait to see the premiere tomorrow. So,
I'm so excited you're coming.
You
better have questions that ask me then too.
I know I should save some. Dang it, girl. Look,
no, we'll be fine. I know we'll be fine.
You better look. I can't wait to see what you're gonna wear. Pause. Okay, hold on. No, don't tell. Are you going to tell us? Can you tell us?
No, I'm not telling. Well, I can tell you who I'm wearing.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm going to wear a Walter Mendez dress.
Ooh.
Do you know Walter Mendez?
Sexy. Yes. Well, I've heard. No, yes. I'm thinking of like an actress that he wore.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's really up and coming. Him and then another stylist. Or designer, I guess, Michael Costello.
Oh my
gosh! Yeah, so they're really good friends. So yeah, I went with Walter. Yeah. Well, not went. He went with me. We asked, and I'm so excited, and I feel honored to wear one of his dresses. And it's unlike anything I've ever worn. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, it's gonna be girl. Anything Michael Costello does, sexy, probably back out,
fitted.
Yes.
I hope it looks good.
You're gonna look great. I'm so excited for you. So tell me about now. Did this movie have 2 titles? Because I was very irritated. Okay, Shaker's Pointe versus Mega Church Murder. Which did we settle on one for sure?
Yeah,
just making sure. Yeah. Okay, what do you know why they had the title difference?
So we didn't make the film for Lifetime.
Oh, okay.
At all. Ooh. We made the film last May and June independently with an independent production company.
Cool.
Then I don't know exactly how they got word of it or what, but then Lifetime decided, I guess, to buy it. And we were then going to premiere in January. And then they switched it because we were going to be in January. And then Whitney Houston's biopic that happened last week or 2 weeks ago, it was going to be in February for Black History Month. But we got switched, which is totally cool for us.
Yeah.
So Lifetime bought it, and they didn't feel the name Shaker Pointe. This is my opinion. I don't know this 100%, but what I've heard from the producers and stuff, that Lifetime didn't 100% feel it fit their brand, Shaker Pointe. If you look at a lot of their movies that they have, they're titles that represent what the film they think is about.
Right.
I mean,
church murder. I don't know.
I mean, I hate the title.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, can you say that? Yeah. I don't. I
mean, I
don't
can say anything.
I don't hate it. I just don't.
I mean, I just don't. I love Shaker Pointe. I
Yeah.
guess I don't also like titles that are so descriptive of
Exactly what you're about to watch.
Yeah. But that's what, again, think of the people that usually watch Lifetime.
Yeah. They need to know what they're watching. Yeah.
And it's a lot of the Midwest people.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a way for them, marketing wise, to go about this.
Make sure they grab and.
Yeah. I mean, and they did that with things that can we talk about this or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe I think I can.
Spill.
Well, it's nothing great, but I think things that I'm learning, I guess, are that with marketing for TV and film, that if you don't have a name, a big name yet, things kind of happen.
And what does that mean?
Just
Tell us, girl.
What
does that mean?
Well, I was the only lead. I'm a supporting lead in it. Shanica Knowles and Lil Romeo are the two main leads. That did not, I don't think my name's in the trailer. I just saw that as of yesterday. Little things like that, that other people who have a big name, who I love, and they should, and they have worked and owned that, definitely, do.
Right.
And it's just a learning process. I mean, I get the marketing. I know that Lifetime doesn't know me. I know that I am also not 100% Black. And it's a primarily Black movie. And
do you think that would...
maybe, I mean, I'm hoping not, but I do.
Lifetime,
I hope not.
No, girl, the movies on Lifetime are just so up and down turnaround, don't you? Like, at least for me, I think so. So I would hope that that's not... I can understand the name thing. I can understand the celebrity. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, and I just didn't realize.
But I'm a couple shades lighter than some. No, I don't think.
You don't think?
I personally
This is me personally, and again, no one has ever said this to me. I'm probably going to get in trouble for it. And this is my own insecurity, too. I so acknowledge it. I'm not going to look into the camera. I acknowledge it.
Right.
But we're, just talking. I haven't actually, talked about it out loud, except for with my parents. And I guess, that was something that just popped in my head. And then I know we got moved to Black History Month and things like that. And so I was just like, oh, I wonder, not having a name like some of the other stars, like Corbin Bleu, he's a supporting lead as well. He's been on High School Musical. Exactly. Yeah. He's one of our biggest names. Malcolm Jamal Warner, of course.
Right.
Dawnn Lewis. But, I'm up there with my character right with them. So it's been a really interesting way to gauge the industry and where you fit and where you're going. And,
it is very interesting, especially during a time like this. And now that you've kind of brought up that, I know you have a podcast, right? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I don't have. Wait, which podcast?
Mixed.
I haven't done that. Wait, which one? The Mixed Experience.
Mixed Experience. Yeah.
Oh, so I was interviewed actually. So that's not mine.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
Heidi.
Okay.
Yeah, I was interviewed as a guest
Heidi,
by Heidi Duro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Who's mixed race and an author and writer, and so they interviewed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like you were able to relate to some of these points in that interview and just talking about what it is to be mixed? And do you feel like, because did you watch Light Girls by
yes.
on OWN? Mm-hmm. What was your take
I loved
on it? Okay. And you agree with everything?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part. You're like,
no. I think it's.
What did you think? I mean, did you see their other one?
Well, see, there's Dark Girls too.
Exactly.
So, and you're light and I'm dark. So, it's there's that. I mean, people can see. But no, it is very interesting because they're there are so many parts of this that make sense, and there's so many parts of this that make sense,
Yeah.
and there's so many parts of the other girl that make sense, and there's so many different shades, and you know, and my thing is in this industry, it's not just black or white or yellow or green, it's Asian, it's Hispanic, it's I mean, there's so many cultures. So it is very interesting that we are in that time where sometimes we stay very specific, you know, just like you said, that you have these feelings, and you could be right, or that could, maybe they were like, we weren't thinking about that at all.
Which is exactly what I know, that, you know, that's, my thing is, we each have our own experience.
Exactly.
And we take those experiences with us.
Right.
So I have been beat up because of my race and being light-skinned, and I have been bullied, and I have had a lot of discrimination. Lately in the industry, I have not been able to play African-American. And
do you want to play African American?
Definitely. Okay. I mean, I want to play characters and roles.
Right.
I don't first off think that it needs to have a race specifically. You know, I mean, I would rather you and I, if the character description fits us, and she's a fun, quirky, fierce girl, and her name is Amanda Collins.
Right. Let her.
Why can't we go?
Right. Understandable.
So I bypass that. I fit in multiple boxes. I don't want to be one thing.
Yeah.
But I do want the opportunity because I don't have a box.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no box for me.
Right.
So being light-skinned and mixed, I mean, again, has its own set as being, you know, medium or darker skinned. I get it. And none of them are right. None of them are wrong. It's to each his own.
Right.
So for me, the film was based on those women's experiences.
Right.
On being light, and the other one's based on those women's experience on being dark.
Right, right, right.
It's neither here nor there. This is truth.
Right.
They're all truth.
They're all all
of them.
That's a beautiful way to look at it.
That's why when I was saying, I mean, I can't judge what someone tells me that their experience is.
Right.
How can you judge that?
Right.
You shouldn't, and if you do, I think it's a shame on you.
That's wonderful. Okay, so just to clarify, what do you mix with?
Yeah, so.
Because you know how people like to stare and judge. So
because I was
clarify for the people.
Yeah, so
what are you mixed with?
Like I said, I'm adopted. So the things that we know are my biological mother was Caucasian. She was like Dutch, Irish, and German. My biological father was not from this country. He was some kind of Afro-Latino. He spoke Spanish. But to my birth grandma, she said he looked like any other black guy to her. Again, this was, you know, way back when and in Texas, and she's kind of racist, and so you don't know. But he was an Afro-Latino. I think they had told my parents that we were Puerto Rican and white. Yeah, so
in that, I feel like I know the answer because you kind of already touched on it, but finding identification in something like that, you know, you have other siblings that were adopted as well. So did you guys kind of come to a unison on this is what we are, regardless of what they say?
Nope, we've never had that conversation.
Wow.
Ever. I do that because I have to. I'm forced to within the industry.
Right.
But she doesn't at all. I mean, not being in the industry and staying in Missouri, she doesn't even talk about race. I do all the time because I want to, again, break. If you don't speak, nothing gets changed.
Right.
So I would rather bring light to it so that I heal a little bit. I also can then provide other people with an understanding of my experience. And then, you know, we keep moving forward.
Right.
So I've decided for myself, like, again, I usually say I'm mixed race. And then if they ask further, then I'm like, you know, I'm black, I'm Latin, and I'm white.
Right.
You know, because that's where my ancestors are going to come from. Or I usually say, like, I'm Afro-Latina and white. Yeah.
Gotcha. So the Oscars is coming up. There's all this buzz.
Yep.
And there was a lot of snub talk, which was very interesting. And I've been able to, you know, there's the Selma, and there's even a couple other films
Which
that,
ones?
you know, because I know people were saying that American Sniper kind of like snuck in there. And, you know, I saw the movie. I did think it was good. And I saw Selma. I did think it was wonderful. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful movies this year. There was a lot of competition for movies this year.
Definitely.
Did you have a I don't know how to describe it, a judgment towards the nominations?
Yeah, I mean, again, my judgment is that there's no color. I mean, I got all the screeners with SAG, and it's literally like, where's the diversity?
So what movie do you think should have had it all black cast? Like, do you think Birdman could have been with Birdman? Do you think, like, what movie?
I don't even know if it has to be all black or all Latin. I mean, there's no Latinos that are even, that's crazy. We are in, I mean, first off, we're in California, which is, I mean.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm going to, because the way it goes industry-wise is it goes white, then black, then Latin. So, you know, black actors have it better off than Latinos, I think. So for me, I think I just didn't see any diversity. And I don't know why some of these films couldn't have had more.
You're right. Right.
I mean, but some were period pieces too. So, you know, and
then there's to say about, you know, who was in what period and what edition. Because there's a few movies that somebody said to me, you know, some of these movies could have had an edition, you know, of someone of color regardless of what period it was. Because there was somebody of color in every period.
Yeah. See, that's
so there's that too. And
which I totally agree with.
You know,
but then it's like if they're going to stick period wise.
In terms of how the relationships and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Do you You're not going to have an African-American aristocrat
right.
in 1845.
Right. Do you think it's an interesting concept that everyone's, or interesting notion anyway, that people are very upset that Selma wasn't nominated, yet Selma was the only movie they were upset about? In terms of why wasn't there another movie that had people that had a little bit more color to them versus just having Selma? Let's say there was no Selma. Then what would people be upset about? Do you think that's something to consider? Do you think it's...
I think really what I want to say is if we want to see more diversity, we need to create films that have more diversity. We need to create them and give that life and make them good movies.
Right.
Really good films, not just... I love Tyler Perry. Okay, I do love Tyler. I think he does a great job. But
she about to go there, y'all.
But not a Tyler Perry movie. That doesn't, I mean, has any Tyler Perry movie ever been nominated for an Oscar? I don't.
I'm going to take a silent on that one. Please call me, Tyler.
I love you.
I'm not saying don't call us. Don't call us. Please call us. That's not what we're saying.
And I love his movies.
Go ahead.
But it's a different
take.
It is a different take.
Sure.
Again, neither one is, you know, better than the other. Except for the Oscars are supposed to represent the best movies of the year.
Right.
So I think it's just the caliber of the work.
Yeah.
Of the film and the films being written. And I think that's one issue. Because if there was no Selma, then again, it's like, well, there are no other films.
Yeah.
At the same time, yes, it was the only. So when you're the only and it's like, that film, I mean, my Latin actors, like actor friends on Facebook, they're going crazy about it too. Because it represents more than just African Americans. It represents anyone that is of color, that understands what it means to not be white in the United States.
Right.
That's who they're looking at. So in that kind of way that you feel snubbed because I don't see me up there at all. I don't see you.
Right.
That's sad. When we make up so much of what's going on, from viewership to we're people too. So that's something. And then also, it's a movie that's with everyone's ethnic.
Right.
It's the same thing then.
Right. It's another period piece. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're all the white people too. So it's like, why can't we just be how we are right now? We got a man, I think he's white over there. We got me, I'm mixed. I think you're African American, probably some stuff in you too.
Right.
But this is what the reality is.
Right.
TV and film, it's supposed to represent reality, but it doesn't do a great job still on diversifying its characters.
Okay, so you mentioned film. Do you think TV that applies to it as well? Do you feel like there's more diversity in TV? I mean, the CW show Jane the Virgin just got nominated, and that was a huge thing.
Friend, Gina Rodriguez. Yeah,
a huge thing. Yes, you think it's. What do you think? I feel like you're not. I just can't wait to hear what you think. I just want to know what you think. Like, do you see the How to Get Away with Murder or the Scandal or the Being Mary Jane or the
all these shows I love.
Okay, or there's another show on OWN featuring Tika Sumpter.
I don't know.
Yes, I can't think of it right now. Okay, but so it depends, because you can say that's 4 women versus 50, or you can say this is an upcoming. As an actress in this industry pursuing this every day, do you feel like it's a come up or?
I mean, I feel I've had the things that I go out for more where race isn't an issue, and they allow me to explore a little more would be film. Okay. Not that I booked that, but that's where I feel there's just a little more leeway on not having to be so specific. When it comes to TV, yes, almost every network has some kind of they're trying to add diversity.
Sure.
You know, I mean, I did the ABC Showcase 2 years ago. I love ABC. They're all about not, you know, typecasting you based on race and trying to add people in and really doing a great job. I mean, CW as well. NBC has one. CBS does.
Shout out to all of those people.
Yeah,
no,
really, you know,
yeah.
And thank you. I've met with all of them recently, and like they are hungry for that. They have people that are specifically hired to seek out diversity, to make sure the network isn't just all white-faced. Is that a term, white-faced? Because if it's not, I made it up, everybody. White-faced. No, but you know, I know it is. But anyway, I like that because everybody doesn't say that. White-faced. Okay, so just to make sure. And I don't know about film because so much of it's independent, like if that happens.
Sure.
So yes, for TV, I feel that there's more diversity. I don't know the truth to that, but I see myself more on TV than I do film.
Right.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. I really want people to tweet you and get back to you on kind of what those thoughts are. So
I think I'm gonna get like smashed on stuff. Do you?
I think
Maybe.
transparency in a city like this is never to be smashed on.
And I also think remember I keep saying we're human. We all have our experience. Like
Sure.
I'm a huge contradiction.
Sure. How so?
Because my experience might change tomorrow.
Right.
I might walk out of here and maybe I get mugged by a redheaded white guy with freckles. I don't know where I'm going with that, but then maybe I have like a prejudice towards him, and you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know why I use that, but your experience changes because of the things that you go through.
Right. Your experience, where you are, where you live,
who you're talking to, what my feeling is right now on topics we talked about. But I could have another conversation with a friend later. Maybe she ask similar questions that you just did, but maybe she explains her feelings on it, and I agree with her. And it kind of negates everything I've just said. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That is how we are. We change. Just like I change my style and my hair because it changes all the time. You know, I think that your opinion can change, and that's what makes us human. And I have no problem ever admitting that.
I'm serious, y'all. This transparency, it's good. It's good. It's how you grow. It's how you teach people. I love that. Do you have a guilty pleasure that people wouldn't know about?
I love dulce de leche.
Ooh.
By like just taking a spoon and a scoop and just eating it with my glass of red wine.
Yes.
At night. I did that yesterday.
So that's how you sure it's guilty, because you felt it.
Yeah. And I mean, I love wine. That's really
Right.
my guilty. I don't have any like vices besides wine and coffee and running.
Speaking of running, you were training for the marathon coming up in March?
No, not the like big marathon,
Not
just the
the
5K.
5K,
Yeah,
yes,
just
yes,
the 5K.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
not just.
It's still a huge deal. I'm like, we're not all doing 5Ks. Trust me, I did 1K yesterday. That's all Stacy could do. So 1K .3 to be specific. But anyway,
That's
just
good.
getting my .3.
That's good.
Girl, I'm trying to work on it. Anyway,
Yes.
5K. This
Yes.
is awesome.
Yes, I'm running for Lupus. I met
Love
them at one of the gifting suites, I think, for the Golden Globes a couple weeks ago. And lupus affects, I mean, primarily women and African-American women and Latino women. So right up my alley. And I don't think there's enough awareness about lupus. And they were such a great organization, and they were having this run. And I wanted to participate. They wanted me. So I'm going to run it on March 14th.
How's training going? Or is there training?
Yeah, well, I'm training on my own. I used to be a runner.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank God. Deep breath.
Yeah, no, I'm a good, I did my
Yeah.
first 6 miles, exactly, and I did it in an hour and 2 minutes on Saturday,
Okay.
and that was through the canyon. So actually, it was 10-minute miles, but I was
Wonderful.
lower, you know. So I'm doing really well. Yeah, I'm hoping to actually like place well. I'm like running it, but I'm actually like hoping to do like 7-minute miles and like place well for my bracket, for
I
them,
love
for myself,
that.
and yeah, I just feel good.
That's awesome. That's so
Yeah.
cool. Do you have any upcoming projects you want to make sure we know about?
Yes, they just wrapped 2 actually. So
Okay.
I was a series regular in a web pilot called Life's a Drag that hopefully one of the networks will pick up. It's a really interesting story about a relationship. My boyfriend, basically, played by Ian Verdon, who's also mixed race, He's black, white, Creole black and white. He and I are boyfriend and girlfriend, and he is an actor that basically loses his job, and our girlfriend comes up and she's like, he needs like $2,000 in like a couple days. Was like, why don't you do this drag show? You know, you're real pretty and like whatever, and I'm a makeup artist, and he ends up doing it. And and he completely transforms. It's super funny. And at the end, he does the drag show and, you know, everything. And the other episodes are going to kind of test our relationship on.
After that.
Yeah, he ends up liking it. And how that is. But this is something, exactly.
I don't know how to handle that.
Exactly.
I cannot wait.
It hasn't been done. It's really, and my character is very grounded. She's not the comedic relief, which is what I normally am.
Right.
It was a very challenging role for me. She's not funny. She's very grounded. She's going through a lot of emotional things, having to look at her boyfriend that is dressed in sequins and more makeup than she even owns probably, and kisses him and has to like see him, and then he ends up kind of liking it, and what does that mean? And is he homosexual? Is he not?
Wow.
Has he always been? Is it something? So we're really go there, and I think it's a really fascinating time to do it, and we have a great, again, multiracial cast that you just cast based on people.
Right.
You'll see it. It just looks like LA.
Right.
That's what I love.
I love it.
So we just wrapped that, and then I wrapped a movie yesterday.
Yay.
Called
Congrats.
Crave, The Fast Life. Independent film. I played the comedic relief, Melissa. With some great actors. One from East Los High and another girl, Jessica Camacho. Okay. She's been on tons of stuff. She was, you have to look her up, but she's one of the leads in it as well. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at, girl, you are doing it.
Go.
No, this is dance time. Like,
Yeah.
can people see us? Okay.
Everybody see me. So somebody
We
just
don't
gotta
have no
make a
music
roll for me.
at your house, y'all. Okay.
Big one. Yeah.
I'm
My
so
bra
excited
straps
for
come
you.
down.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations on
Thanks.
everything. This is amazing, and you're going to keep going, and that's why you're going to be successful in your career, because you have all this spunk and realness, and like I said, transparency is it's key, and it's really cool to see up here.
I appreciate that. It really means a lot.
Girl, please, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay,
and I love that I don't scare you.
No, what?
Yeah,
this is
that
this what I'm
scare
saying.
people.
Like, this is what we like to do at AfterBuzz. We like to get real. We like to get in, and we like to get the spotlight on. If y'all can't see, it's my reference. Okay, so before we end, we're gonna do a quick little fire round.
Oh my!
It's simple, easy, won't freak you out at all. I promise. It's a couple. I mean, you've been in LA for 3 years, so I feel like you've gotten a grasp on what's up here.
Okay.
So, do you prefer Runyon or Griffith?
Runyon.
Okay. Do you prefer loafers or Oxfords?
Oxfords.
Ralph's or Trader Joe's?
Trader Joe's.
Ooh, good one. Sorry, I had to stop on that. Award shows or premieres?
Premieres.
Heels or wedges?
Oh, heels.
That's all. And that's why I have to end it on that. Because if you
it's good. Did you hear that? Boom. That's how you know it's real. And it's truthful, because I was like, boom, boom.
I love that. I feel like I agree with all of those, actually. Those are great. Awesome. I had one, I did it with somebody last week, and they were like, I don't like either of those. You have to
really?
Yeah, they said Gelson's. I was like,
oh, no. Then you must be rich, because that stuff is expensive.
Gelson's is not, no.
No, I mean, I've gone there a couple times. But,
right.
I mean,
it's good for what I need it for, but that's it. Yeah.
But you know, the only one I kind of lied, made up? The loafers or the Oxfords. I just don't like loafers, and I don't know what Oxfords are. Sounds like Oxfords.
Well, it's okay. Loafers are interesting.
Aren't they like
they're
guys
nice?
wear them?
Yeah,
they're like the
both guy-esque, but girls wear Oxfords a lot. So
maybe that's why I said I just was like,
maybe
I
just
wouldn't
kinda
wear
fell.
loafers, so I'm gonna say Oxfords.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so where can the people find you, keep in touch with you, and just follow you on your journey?
Yeah, Instagram, that's probably where I post the most, at Santana Dempsey. Also, Facebook, I've got a page. And Twitter, I'm really trying more to get into. So follow me. Let's have a conversation. Yes. I love banter.
Love.
At Santana Dempsey.
I love it. We'll talk about Instagram later.
Okay.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for staying with us on this beautiful episode of Spotlight On. You guys can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at One Take Stace. Also, I'll be doing Blackish and Suits for the after show here at AfterBuzz. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.